Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the Yorkshire Dales, parked at the Visitor Centre in Malham, and we're going to be walking the circular route. So the first thing we'll be seeing today is Janet's Foss, then we'll be walking round to Gordale Scar and then back down to Malham Cove. And it's a circular, so it brings us back round past Malham Tarn, back to the car park where we are now. So, first time in the Yorkshire Dales, we're both really excited about it. Let's go. Yeah, so the car park and the visitor centre is just over there. Just walk along the road and then come over the bridge that we just showed you back there. And now we're on this long gravel track, which takes us to Janet's Foss. And through the first kissing gate. So parking at the visitor centre was £6 over 2 hours. £3 before it, and you can park there for 24 hours, but you're not allowed to sleep in any sort of vans or anything. The walk today, it should only take about 2.5 to 3 hours. Temperature at the moment's -2. It's a little...
Temperature at the moment is very cold.
Yeah, it is a bit chilly, but dry. We are supposed to get rain at midday-ish, and it's about 9 o'clock now, so we're hoping to get back to the van before it starts to rain, with any luck. We've actually hired a camper van out for the weekend to come up to the Yorkshire Dales. Not been the best start, we've had a few issues, but I'll tell you about that later. Very cold last night, but yeah, loving it. Anyway, on to the walk. Yes, Janet's Foss is about a mile in, so you just walk along this really nice pathway actually. I should imagine this is the sort of walk that would be great to do all seasons, as it's not going to be particularly muddy, which is always a bonus in the winter months. So we're filming this at the end of October. Yeah, it's very autumnal. Unfortunately, a lot of the trees in this particular valley have lost their leaves, but driving in, all the trees higher up still seem to have all the autumn leaves on. And it's absolutely beautiful. Quite a few old outbuildings here as well. Yeah, so this beck that we're following right the way along up to Gordale Scar is called Gordale Beck. And you just follow it all the way along this flagstone path. I thought we were going to do a little bit of the Dirty Dancing part in the film.
No.
Chickened out, she did. Another kissing gate. Just walking up to Janet's Foss now. Wow. Foss is an ancient Scandinavian word for waterfall. And Janet is Queen of the Fairies, believed to live in a hole right behind the waterfall there. Beautiful. Excellent spot for a little wild swim, or at least a little plunge in the summer months, I'd say. Yeah, it looks stunning, doesn't it? Right, on we go to Gordale Scar. Once you leave Janet's Foss, come to this gate and you want to turn right to go towards Gordale Scar. A little bit of road walk, but not too much. Yeah, so there's a little pathway there that leads you up to Malham Cove and the top of Gordale Scar, a little pull-in, but we're going to carry on down the road a little bit. Good thing is, if the waterfall is too much, which it might be because Janet's Foss was fairly fast, we can actually retrace our steps and go back up that pathway to go back onto the tops. But yeah, that's just over there. But we're going to be heading up this pathway. So if it's gone a bit dark, you walk around that corner and then you're into the scar itself and the waterfalls. Yeah, it's quite dull in here today. I'll go up and have a little look. Was actually going to climb up the scar. There's pick a pathway through it and you can get onto the tops, but that's the smaller of the two waterfalls and it looks like it's pretty unpassable already, so I think we'll probably go back the way we said earlier. Morning. Yeah, you very often see rock climbers on the sheer cliffs. Maybe we'll return in the summer and try and actually go up that way. Be too slippy today, not worth it. Good reason to return. Could almost be Postman Pat's van there, look. Here in Yorkshire. Right, so we're going to take the 1 mile path now to Malham Cove. behind me you can see the top of Malham Cove. All the white limestone. Can't wait to go and have a look around that. Let's go. Yeah, so we are at the top of Malham Cove. Like usual on one of our walks, it's decided to pour down with rain.
A lot earlier than it was supposed to.
Yeah, about 3 hours sooner than it's supposed to. But it just makes the limestone very slippy, so tread carefully. I expect you've seen from the drone footage, I've just put that up. It's a mighty drop off at one side. 230 foot up here, 70 metres. So don't want to go anywhere near the edge today. But yes, views are epic.
Stunning.
Bit murky over there now, but yeah, we're going to make our way over to the other side of the cove and then start heading back down on a pathway back to Malham. So that's where we were a minute ago, just sat up there. You can see why the place is so popular. Right, we're back down now. Just going to have a little walk along this pathway and show you the sheer side of Malham Cove. I'm glad we came down the way we came rather than going up. That would have been a bit of an endless slog, I think. A little bit slippery though. So for the past 200 years, there's actually been a nesting pair of peregrine falcons here. You really only get to see them in the summer months. You can see another popular spot for rock climbers, even today. In this dreary weather. This river that you see, Malham Beck, used to come over the top during the melt years, but now it actually runs underneath of Malham Cove. The actual river, you can see there, the little slits, which is where the water's coming through. Tree wanted to wear my hat. Right, now we just returned down on the pathway back down to Malham and into a warm drying van. Ooh, it's a bit chilly. Nice down there, is it, love? Yeah, so this is where the Malham Beck runs just down into Malham Centre, which is just down the road there. yeah, it's been a really worthwhile walk that. One we'd definitely recommend. Been a bit unlucky with the weather today. We'd like to have done a bit of a longer route. I think it's turned into maybe like a 3.5 mile walk. But we did go to Gordale Scar, we saw Janet's Foss, and we obviously been to Malham Cove along the top bit as well. So it was well worth doing. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope to not leave it as long next time before we post again. It's been a bit of a summer, so now it's winter, we'll be getting back out again. Did you enjoy that one, Kate?
I did. It was very, very nice. Definitely worth doing.
Yeah, so anyway, give us a like, hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you again on the next adventure.